A common sight I saw in the Diamond, one of the university buildings, was exam season, and there was this table with the students there, and they had like 30 Monster Energy drinks on their table, and I was like, how long have they been there at this table? I think it's common for a lot of people to do all nighters and stuff like that. Personally, I've always felt all nighters is a terrible idea because it just ruins the whole structure and routine of every day, and you're not going to learn much. But you do see a lot of students having this mindset of, it's exam season, I have to do all-nighters and cram and things like that. Do you think, like, why are students doing this? Is it because they're really stressed out and it causes them to do things that are extreme, or like what is this sort of, or is it the culture? Is it a university culture of doing things like that? Where do you think it comes from?
Well, that's a really good question. First, I would say that the student kind of body is really diverse. So while you're seeing some students doing those all-nighters and the monster drinks, there are lots of other students who are not doing that.
Yeah.
So funny enough, the paper I submitted kind of a month or so ago was a paper looking at engagement with lecture capture and academic attainment. And what I could see is that the students that binge watch just before the exams are the ones that fail. What I would say is there's a cohort of students that think they can just catch up just before the exams, and then they just blitz it, but they're binge watching. And we know if you binge watch a Netflix series, you forget what was on in each episode, and that's what happens. So I think for some students, it's probably that they have left things too late. There's that realization, oops, I should have started this revision much earlier. And I think for some students, I think there might be some peer pressure there. My friends are doing it, so maybe I should do it. I think for some students, so exam time is an incredibly stressful time for students. And as a university, one of the things that we do is we try to take what's called a program level approach to teaching, but importantly to assessments, spreading out assessment deadlines, not having too many assessments,